What's up guys, Maniacs here, and welcome to The Man Who Fears. Now the first thing I want to say is this video is going to be a little different in the sense that I'm actually not going to be recording the gameplay while I play it as I talk on the webcam, because I have actually gone through and just recorded this game. This is actually the footage that I just did, but for whatever reason, my webcam was freaking literally dropping frames every 2 seconds. Now I've tried playing through the game again on every possible setting that the game has, and it still lags my webcam. So unfortunately, this video is going to be a little strange. There are going to be some jumps and whatnot, but the reason that I really want to play this game is because it has a fantastic message behind it. So I'm sorry guys, this video is going to be a little weird, but I still want to play it, and I still want to actually go through and talk about it because there's a lot of good things that go with it. So going with that, the thing that drew me to this game is this game has a header on the actual Game Jolt page that says, is it that bad to fail, that hard to fall? Now going with that, everybody's going to have their own interpretation of that particular quote. Now the thing that I take from it is it that bad to fail at anything in life? Now going for me, somebody who does YouTube videos, like when I actually play through a YouTube, or when I actually do a video, not all of my videos are going to be great. And I absolutely know that. I'm going to fail at some videos. Some people might hate the game selection. Some people might hate the video for other reasons. And a lot of my earlier videos are not great. I absolutely know that already. So going with that is, even though I fail at making some videos, or if like I'm trying to learn, say, I've actually been trying to teach myself how to play piano. It's really difficult. But even though I'm going to fail at doing it, even though I fail and even though I might fall, like that can go in many different ways when it comes to like your feelings, or it might go with like your mood or your attitude or anything like that when it comes to the particular thing. Even though you're going to fail, is it really that bad to fail at it? Because even though you fail, that means that you learn a weakness that you actually have for that particular thing. So for instance, when my first videos are not good at all. I absolutely hate them because my audio is so bad. Like, and also it's because my didn't have all my lights, so anything, so you could barely see me. And yes, I failed at those videos really badly, even though it did make me feel bad because I felt bad for you guys. You had to watch those videos, and you know, they weren't great. I know that. Now I know that actually. Even though I failed at them, I'm still going through and making more videos because I really like to do this. So again, this video is going to be a little weird because I actually don't have control of the game. And this is actually the recorded footage that you guys are actually seeing of me playing the game right now. I've already gone through and played the game, so it's going to be a little weird. So I'm going to do some stopping and starting with my actual spacebar and everything. I know this is going to be really strange, and I'm sorry for some of you who might think, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Why are you releasing a video like this? But I really like this game, and I want to talk about it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and start the game, and this is actually going to launch into the first section of it. Now, this is a relatively short narrative game, and I really like the message that it has. So you're in the simulation because you are afraid. Otherwise, you wouldn't log in here. And this is where the game starts. It starts in this really small room, and I think it's really cool how the game starts like that. Now, apparently, I am in this random room, and like this is how the game starts. It literally starts with that little creative thing, and apparently there's 9,671 users on, and I'm in room 34,982. The first thing I want to say is the graphics in this game are really nice. I'm running this at the highest settings, and yes, I tried running it at lower settings to record my footage again, and it did not work. So also the music is really peaceful, very calming, and also there are these different like what the heck they're called, there's these different quotes that are spread out along the game, and this one is, you're afraid to fall and hit the ground in your dreams, in your projects. Now going with that again, it goes back to the whole thing, is it bad to fail, is it bad to fall? So even though you are afraid to fall and hit the ground in your dreams, in your projects, so in the sense that like when I personally started doing YouTube, I thought I was going to fail immediately. I never expected to even get 200 subscribers. I never expected for people to watch my footage. I was doing it for the fun of it, even though I knew I was going to fail, and I knew that people would probably put some of my videos down, which has no problem with that because everybody's entitled to their own opinion in your games, and in your what you actually watch and everything. But it is my dream to one day become a YouTube celebrity and entertain people. That's what I like to do. I like to make people laugh. I might like to make people scared and whatnot in the games that I play, and hopefully you can laugh at me being scared. So even though you're afraid to more or less hit the ground in the sense that what you're playing, even though I was afraid that I was going to fail, I still did it. So you're afraid to fall and hit the ground in your dreams and in your projects. So more or less a sense that it's more or less the type of mentality that you have when you want to start something new. Like if you wanted to learn how to play guitar, or you wanted to learn how to if you want to learn how to play guitar, you want to play learn how to play like piano or whatnot. So you're afraid to not do it because, go ahead and pause. You're afraid to not start the project because you're afraid you're going to fail. And the next one is you're running away, aren't you? So in the sense that if you start something and you stop doing it because, like, if you wanted to learn how to play guitar, you start doing it, it's too difficult, you don't want to do it, you're running away. And that's it. Like, you just run away from the problem, you don't actually face it head on and continue persevering to try and learn how to do it. And this next one is, are you a little scared of high places? Now that goes back to the whole thing when it comes to, like, rising up and then failing. Scared you're going to do something stupid. And if you do something stupid, what then? Those are two more quotes that I think are really powerful in the sense that even though you might do something, you might be trying to learn something. And the reason I keep spinning the mouse like that is because the game isn't actually locked to your screen, so I have to keep resetting my mouse. Sorry about that. So going with that, this next one is, it is sometimes a mistake to climb. It is always a mistake to never even make the attempt. So what that one is going with is, even though it might be a mistake in the eyes of other people, or even you might have second doubts about wanting to do it. Now, going back to my whole YouTube thing, even though other people might think, oh, it's, you know, why are you actually going to do this? Why are you devoting so much time? Why are you devoting money? And why are you devoting personal money that you're not getting back in any way? And why are you devoting all your time that you have, all your free time, to doing something like this, like making videos on YouTube? And even though it might be a mistake, even though other people might not enjoy it, they might not actually agree with me doing this, but even though it's a mistake, at least I'm trying. What that second part says is, it's always a mistake to never even make the attempt. So say you want to go and learn how to play the piano. You look at it, you sit down and you look at it and say, okay, that's too hard, I don't even want to try. That's a mistake right there. Even though it's sometimes a mistake to start something because you might not actually succeed, even though it's a mistake to try doing something, at least you tried. But if you don't ever try to actually do that particular thing that you wanted to do, at least you'll be able to actually say that, okay, I tried, I failed. But if you never actually start, that's a mistake right there, because you're like leaving a dream. Like if your dream to one day is to play the piano, but you never start, then that whole dream goes out the window. Goodbye. And then this goes back to the same actual quote that we have at the beginning of the game. Is it that bad to fail? Is it that hard to fall? And after that quote, we come into this room where it's all dark, and then a wall comes up. Sometimes you wake, and sometimes, yes, you die. But there is a third alternative. And then the game does this really weird thing, and I'm mashing hard on the spacebar right now. I have no idea what is going on with this. Like, I'm mashing space, treatment failure. I have no idea what that is actually supposed to mean, but that's where I'm actually going to end the video right there. Because in the game itself, there is actually no way to beat that. I tried doing it multiple times, but if you go back to that quote where it says, you're afraid to fall and hit the ground in your dreams, in your projects. Now, what that whole falling sequence, what I took from that is the sense that I tried my hardest not to perish in that fall. I tried my hardest to mash on the spacebar and actually survive, but I failed. But I tried it again, and it actually did the same thing. It would not allow me to actually succeed. I still failed at the end. But even though I failed, I tried again, and I tried. And there's no way, I don't think there's actually a way to beat that. But that's why it says at the end, treatment failure. Now, I don't know, I think going with that is a sense that it's basically telling you that you tried to save yourself, but you failed, but I still tried again to beat it again. So I know this is a little strange video, I know this is really weird, but I really like the message that this game goes with, in the sense that, you know, you should never have to hide yourself when it comes to the world. Like, personally for me, not everybody would agree with the shows that I watch, or the games that I play, or the videos that I make. Not everybody would agree with them, but you know what? At least I still try, and at least I still do it because I enjoy it. Like, you should never have to put up a mask, you should never have to hide yourself from the world about what you do, like what you actually like to do. As long as you're not hurting yourself, or you're not hurting anybody else, or animals or anything like that. I'm not saying go out and be a mass murderer or torture animals or anything like that, but if you do something, if you have a particular artist or a particular music that you enjoy listening to, if you have a particular show that you like to watch, if you have a particular game you like to play, fuck everybody else who thinks that you shouldn't do that. Like, if you enjoy something, continue doing it. Like, there shouldn't be any interpretation. Like, you should never have to hide yourself like, oh, I don't know what other people would think of me if I listen to this music. You should never have to worry about that. If you enjoy something, do it. It's fun. If you get enjoyment out of playing Fallout 4, for instance, if you get enjoyment out of playing that, then play it. Like, you shouldn't have to hide yourself. You shouldn't be like, oh, I don't play Fallout 4 because, you know, it's yeah, it's because of all the things that they said. Like, you should never have to do that. You should never have to hide yourself. And that's another thing that I personally have a actual goal in when it comes to making my videos is I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to make a video where I don't actually, like, feel that I did my best job that I could. Even though some videos I know that some aspects of them might be a little that I personally don't like, but there's nothing I can do about it. All in all, I go for the overall picture. So, like, and some of those days when I don't actually release a video, it's because I wasn't up to snuff in recording, and I don't want to release something to you guys that's not going to be up to what I personally have standards. Like, I have standards for my videos. If it's not something that I would actually want to watch, granted I don't watch my own videos, but if it's not something that I would personally watch and enjoy, then I don't upload it. But hopefully, at least if there's one person out there that I can actually upload a video in and they can actually get some enjoyment out of it, then that's perfectly fine with me. And I really do enjoy that, and I really like that aspect. So, like I said, if you like something, you shouldn't have to hide from it. Embrace it. You like doing something, you do it. Like, if you personally like to watch hockey and nobody else in your house likes to watch hockey, then watch it when, you know, if they all think, oh, you're stupid for liking that team, or people who like a particular team, like people who like the Yankees, and like you have a bunch of Red Sox friends, like you're stupid for liking them, and you should be like, oh, I mean, I like the Yankees, I mean, they're okay. No, if you don't like them, then you shouldn't have to, like, hide yourself from the world in the sense that put this mask over your face that says, you know, I like the Yankees, but personally when you take it off, you're like, I fucking hate them. But, you know, like, I don't know, it just goes back to that thing. But I really did like this game and the message that it actually portrays. So again, for both the developer and everybody watching, I'm sorry this video was so strange, but I still wanted to record it because I love the message that it actually interprets, and I love the message that it actually portrays, in the sense that even though you try at something and you might fail, you should still give it another try. You should still give it at least one more try, because there's a lot of YouTubers out there that they might have failed at something, or they might have think, okay, well, you know, I don't know, like some stuff might bother them in something that they do. Shut up, computer, seriously. What the hell is wrong with my computer? It's like freaking out right now, sorry. Stop. 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 Jesus, my computer's like freaking out at me to do something. But anyway, like I said, going back with that, like, you should never have to hide yourself, and you should always try something that you want to do. If you want to learn how to play piano, try it. At least try it. Like, you shouldn't ever, like, think, well, it might be too difficult, or no, people might think that, oh, it's wimpy for me to try the piano, I should probably play the guitar or something like that. No, if you want to do something, you should do it. Like, I don't know. It's just going back with that. And I know a lot of these particular quotes and everything, going with them in the actual game, a lot of the quotes that everybody might take in their own personal way. So if you guys agree with me, that's great. If you guys don't agree with me, that's perfectly fine too. However you want to interpret them is completely up to you. But anyway, that's all the time I got for this video, guys. I'm sorry that it was so weird, and I'm sorry that I wasn't able to actually have my actual footage of me playing the game, but I more or less got everything that I said in the actual game. I don't know why it wasn't able to play. Like, every time I launched into the game, my webcam would start doing like this. It would start like having like multiple different frames, like we're missing. I don't know what was going on with that. I tried different settings, it just wouldn't work, but I still wanted to record it. So developer, and to all of you guys, I'm sorry this video was so weird, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to actually record it in actual sync with the game itself, but I still really enjoyed this game. Developer, fantastic job. If you guys agree with my selections, like I said, it's completely up to you, and however you want to interpret those quotes is completely up to you. So anyway, that's all the time I got for you today, guys. If you guys want to check the game out for yourself, there'll be a link to the game in the description below, and thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to check out some of the other videos that I've done, and I will see you guys next time. Maniacs out. Let's actually... Alright, so that was Reap. That's what I actually just did right there. Sorry, I'm kind of like having a fan like gushing moment right now. I am a very big supporter when it comes to bringing stuff like this to the world, I guess is the easiest way to say it.